Oh yeah.
Hey there, it's Richard Dawson, and it's time to play the feud. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson's best friend. Anyways, I don't even know why I do the game show intro thing. This isn't a game show. It's Newb Plebs try to sell things and PCs and junk on the internet, and we haven't done it in a while. I could tell because when I logged into my old email down at tjsillyads@gmail.com, there were a lot of unanswered, unopened emails, and I thank y'all for sending them in, and I apologize if I don't get to them, and I went through there and I tried to find some funny ones today, so let's just hop right into it. But wait, before we hop into it, we need to thank today's sponsor, Gamdias. Gamdias and their Talos E1 case, which is a small form factor case, MATX, could fit, some pretty nice parts in there. It's got good airflow, RGB, 2 tempered glass panels, and you could pair it with your Aeolus fan series. Just load them up like I did for my HTPC and throw one of their Kratos RGB power supplies in there too. Make it look really good. I got it all in white, which I think looks great. Fits in my TV cabinet just fine because of how tiny it is and everything. And thanks for them for sponsoring the video. It makes a huge difference to help out, to have, we can keep this stuff going, keep it rolling. So thanks, and thanks to everyone who sends these in. So let's jump into an awesome idea. I've never seen this site before, and I think it's worth a look. Have you ever heard of Sprock? I think that's what it's called, Sprock. Hold on, I loaded it up. SH, or if we go down here, does this say anywhere what it is? Sprock, oh yeah, Spock. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyways, so this is a new selling site I haven't seen before, and we're obviously in foggy old London town, and $450 for a gaming PC. And what I love about this website, more so than this terrible ad for an A8 7600 with, what is it, a 1050 NVIDIA graphics card in there. It's awesome. Is that you can call people on their bullshit on this website. It's something that totally is needed on like Craigslist, Kijiji, OfferUp, Let's Go. Like, just straight up tell the guy you're charging too much. I love that they have the comments section for this, so everyone just keeps making fun of this guy. I don't know. I don't really want to show too much of it. Anyways, I think that's a great, missing function of every selling site. And, well, that would probably be a pretty toxic environment, especially if I let you guys loose on it, or if I just spent a couple hours on Sprocket. Anyways, so I thought that was pretty funny, and this guy's trying to sell for 450 quid a terrible quad-core like APU with 8 gigs of RAM and a 1050, and he's trying to pass it off as a very awesome 2 terabyte hard drive. I want the price or very nearest offer. And then this guy's just like, I don't know, man, pretty much a terrible computer, and just calls him out on it. I thought that was pretty good use of this website. So 27 comments of people calling him out. Moving on. Sprockets, custom gaming PC, okay, and it's the CPU performs better than the average 4770K. So what are you talking about? And the GPU outperforms the average 1070. Like, I guess if it's an overclocked model, but on average, I mean, like, what model is that? A gigabyte? It's just whatever gigabyte GTX 1070. It's like nothing special. So why are you saying that? So much so it outperforms the average GTX 1080 with 0 overclocking done. What? Those are some outrageous claims to be making, buddy. That is insane. I mean, this is like, at best, just an average gaming PC. And I mean, with the specs, you don't have to lie to get sort of close to your asking price. I mean, the older i7, the way things are going, this is US dollars, like maybe this is worth like $600, not $850, but you're not terribly far off for what it is. You don't need to lie about the performance of your CPUs, It just, oh, he's got Passmark on there. That's probably why he's saying that. Oh, there you go. Performance test evaluation version. There you go. So that's what it is. He's just looking at some average CPU score. Anyways, that's pretty stupid. Go buy that one, $850. Moving on. Origin PC, custom made. It's so cool, the motherboard's upside down. All right, so this guy wants $1,900 for the mistake he made. And I feel bad for him because, I mean, you buy a PC from Origin and you'd assume it'd be pretty damn good stuff. I mean, and I bet he paid more than that $1,900 for this PC. Brand new Origin gaming streaming PC, bought it to stream, but then things changed and I decided to go to college. Be willing to trade for a MacBook. So, I mean, it's got all the cool Origin things like a cover for your computer. And yeah, it's just lovely. So I think I saw on the motherboard that it was an X470. Yeah, it's an AORUS Ultra. So, I mean, at best, this thing's got a 2700 in it. What's that worth these days? $250 brand new. And you got, what, a Superclock 1060, 6 gigabyte in there? This is an embarrassing computer for Origin. I mean, it's all set up nice and everything. 120 mil AIO. This computer's worth like $750. If that. Depending on if that graphics card is even what it's supposed to be. I don't know why all the stickers seem to be pulled off of it. But I just feel bad for this guy that he probably spent that much money on it about a year ago, and it's worth like fucking quarter of what it was. So Origin PC, that's the cheapest one you can buy, and yeah, at least it's got an upside down motherboard on it. Moving on. Oh god. So this guy has some degenerative disease and has a real hard time taking photos. I apologize for your disorder. I don't mean to make fun of it, but maybe have someone else take the pictures for you if that's how shaky you are. Or maybe he's so addicted to drugs and looking for a way to make a quick coin that he's like, I need my fix, and he's... That's not even to, you know, to mention the acrylic case. I've always wanted one of these acrylic cases, but anytime I've ever looked for one, like I thought it'd be a good video. I've never really seen anyone do a build in one, and you know, I know they're shitty and they're usually from like the 2000s and whatever, but they're usually like $300 or $400 on eBay whenever I find one. So I would buy this $600. It doesn't even give any specs. It's obviously got some ridiculously old SLI setup in it, but a 750 watt power supply. So yeah, this was RGB before RGB was even a thing. And by RGB, I mean YRPG. YRPG. Oh, there's blue in that one. So weird. All right, it's a good setup. That's all I gotta say. It's just a good setup. Moving on. Ooh, $1,390, but we'll note down at the bottom here, he says, computer totals $2,627. I'm selling it for $1,750. So he's already knocked a considerable amount of money off of his asking price. So it must be a pretty damn good computer, right? Well, it's a 4970K. I wonder if it's one of those 4970Ks that, or 4770Ks that's like faster than the average one without overclocking it. Just a thought. And he's got a 1070 water cooled. Like, this isn't so bad, but you can't ask like a bajillion dollars for like what would now be considered like a pretty moderate PC at best. This is worth like $750, and your RAM's all dusty. So I'd take that. Oh, it's got a 4K 27-inch monitor with it. I mean, $800 at best. Don't be silly, you little bastard. Moving on. I'm pretty bored right now. Keyboard. This one made me just laugh for a second. So I don't know. Like, can't you just take a proper picture? Why is it upside down? For God's sakes. $5 for a keyboard. Come and get it. It's a Logitech. Board. Keyboard. Moving on. Windows 10. So you know it's good. With an FX 8350 for $750. Looking through, oh, what kind of graphics card is it? Well, I'm not going to tell you, but you can figure it out for yourself. Let's see, 700 megahertz. Oh, a processor clock of 1400 megahertz. Ooh, 96 CUDA cores. So it's got to be good. 1 gigabyte of DDR3 RAM. Oh my God. An FX is 8350. Oh yeah, it's this lovely PC. And then, oh, look at that graphics card. What is that, a GT 610? Maybe that's probably even worse than that. It's like a 210 with a saber-tooth motherboard. Like, pretty decent motherboard for an F. Oh, and yeah, the RAM is in single channel for some reason. That's either a really bad sign or a really bad sign. You know, either doesn't work or this guy has no effing clue what he's doing. So yeah, it's just got Windows 10 on it and it's been reformatted. No holds! Whatever. Just the people, man. The people. We're just rapid firing these today. This computer looks so dusty, like my nose feels like it's like I'm getting an allergy attack coming on just from looking at it. Moving on. So this is a good way to sell a computer. And we can tell because this computer is sold, as you see up here. You get a spooky scenario where you've got a light emitting from your desktop computer, a blue one maybe, and then take some creepy photos in the dark. And that'll help you sell it. It's a good way of doing it. You see, it's Intel Core 2 Duo E7500, but he's got it overclocked to 4 gigahertz, so okay. It's a good starter gaming PC. 1 terabyte of storage, and 2 times the drivers. 2 times the drivers. And oh, there's that RGB coming in from there. Just toss an RGB strip in there. I guess it's worth 100 quid. Starter PC, God. What kind of graphics card? Doesn't Gigabyte Gaming Pro motherboard. Oh, there you go. Doesn't even say what, oh, Gigabyte graphics card. So at least it all matches. Moving on. Rainbow Six Siege, brah. Hey gamer, you ready to get this bread? Have you been stuck playing console games, tired of 30 FPS? Boy, do I have a deal for you. This PC will run most games at 1080p, medium to high settings at 60 frames. And yes, it plays Fortnite. Oh man, all you need to do is hook it up to a TV, get a keyboard and monitor, and you could whatever. And he wants a Switch in its place, okay? It's gotta have Smash! It's gotta have Smash Brothers. So first of all, clean up the freaking cables, man. And yeah, you got some nice, real great specs there. Real great benchmark results for Rainbow Six Siege, I'm sure. But clean this up. I mean, this computer, I think it's got an FX 8350 in it. Yeah, something like that. What is it? 8 CPU cores. Yes, that's exactly what it's got in it. And GeForce 960, I mean, you could probably get $300 for this computer if you tidied it up and marketed it properly. Comes with that monitor too, I'm sure. So, I mean, you could probably sell this for enough cash to buy your Switch you're looking for. I don't know if you'll get the game too, but if you just cleaned it up a little bit, it looks like a curved monitor maybe? So quit being a dumbass and writing bread all over your description. Clean the computer up, get rid of all this crappy stuff hanging out the side of it like it's some sort of a victim of like a slashing, and you know, do the work yourself to buy the Switch, okay? Because no one's going to trade you for that BS the way you're talking. This one's just a picture of a guy that spray painted a Star Wars case, and I couldn't find the ad, but the guy sent me a picture of it, and I thought, damn, that's a great looking case. It's like, you know, the blue side versus the red side in Star Wars, you know? It's the dark side versus the Imperial Army. I don't know Star Wars. Yeah, so I just thought that was a good one. Moving on. Alrighty, so this is a calculator. It's a calculator. No description. 200 quid. 3 terabyte hard drive. I mean, it's got to be at least like a Haswell. You know, it's got like, oh, and your RAM's in the greatest of. What's with everyone in there not knowing how to put RAM in a computer? I don't know what graphics card. That looks pretty old, but like I would say this hardware is worth 200 pounds. 1200 watt power supply is worth close to that. But why are you writing that as a calculator? Calculator. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't get it. Moving on. It's like you stole it. So here begins some really annoyingly high-priced ads. This one here is a Core i730 or 8700K, $3,800. So the graphics card better be a 22080 Ti's, right? Wrong. It's a 1080 Ti for the win. And I mean, he's got about $2,000 worth of RGB going on in there, but for God's sakes, man, you're being an asshole asking that much money. I mean, even if it comes with the monitor, is it a special monitor? 24-inch wide monitor, and then like, what are the other components here? 250 gig disc, Thermaltake flow ring, blah blah blah. This is like, what is the Monitor, high mouse mat, keyboard, motherboard, Asus ROG Strix B360, $3,800. B360, sir. Excuse me. What? Gah! Man, this guy is a jerk. Can't even, he's got all of his boxes like he's so cool up on his mantle. So you've got a non-overclockable motherboard and a bunch of crappy component, $3,800. I gotta tell you, sir. I gotta tell you. Next. Well, at least this one's only $2,500. It guarantees literally 200 FPS in every game. Which, I mean, check out the specs. Oh, there are none. But we can see, I believe that's a GTX 970. And, I mean, the guy's not wrong. If you put it down to like, 720p, maybe 1024 by 768, you could probably get 200 FPS in every game with this thing. $2,500. Just, there's people ignorant. Like, there's not even any specs on there asking $2,500. That's like, just like his mom's like, you have to sell your computer because you're not doing well in school. He's like, oh, I'll sell the computer. And then this last one here, $3,200. So, I mean, it's not $3,800. And there's quite a bit of custom loopery going on here. So I was actually kind of impressed with this at first. And I was like thinking, okay, well, he's got like one of those Lee & Lee cases. There's like every little thing's lit up. He's got an actual like hardline custom loop here. This can't be that bad of a computer. And then I start reading the specs and you get down here, 9600K, $3,200. And you're like, okay. And then a 1080, again, a 1080, okay, just a 1080. What is with these people? This computer, I mean, it's got all the custom loop stuff. I get that it costs a lot of money. He says it's cost $4,400. If you paid $4,400 for all that stuff, I feel absolutely terrible for you because once more, and I didn't even realize the last one was a B360. This has a B360 motherboard with a K SKU, and you're asking over $3,000 for it. Oh my God, I don't care how many hardline loops. It's like, I wouldn't want to buy someone else's hardline loop system anyways. It's just, you'd have to be like, as soon as the maintenance is required on this thing, like most people are going to scratch their heads and then stuff's going to start degrading in performance. So what's the point of buying it anyways? You know, and then it's that non-overclockable motherboard. For God's sakes, man. You just don't deserve to even have that computer. Anyways, so that was it for those. But I got one more email and I thought it was kind of funny. So I couldn't find the actual eBay ad for this, but resist fist-shaped Flamin Hot Cheeto, collectible treasure rare, Black Lives. It's like, there's so much wrong with that. It's just like, so I go on eBay because I start seeing down here similar sponsored items. Like, what? People are selling Cheetos on the internet? Like, this has nothing to do with computers. I tried to find a computer-shaped one. That would have been pretty funny. But just a thing. It's just like a meme to put Donald Trump-shaped $1,000 Cheetos on eBay. That one's a butt. That one's, oh, it's a Suzuma phone. Yep, it's just a straight up Suzuma phone. Yep, that's exactly what that looks like. That's hilarious. And then this one's shaped like Chester Cheeto himself. I don't even see it. Oh, what? It's shaped like, what? Chester Cheeto shaped Flamin' Hot. This guy's just trolling. As if, just trolling. That one looks like the face on Mars. This bag of Flamin' Hot Funyuns is $10,000. That one's shaped like a penis. That one's shaped like a fetus. That one's shaped like a llama. Michael Jackson! Oh man, the statue. Yeah, that's a statue. A sock. I can't believe that that's a thing. Anyways, I'm at Watch Timmy Joe on Instagram and Twitter. I want to thank our sponsor, GamDS, of course. And thank all of you who send these ads in. And I know this wasn't the best episode, but I hope the Flamin' Hot Cheetos meme somehow made you laugh. And yeah, that's Newb Plebs try to sell things on the internet. I'll try and do one sooner so that I don't have, there's actually some good ads in there. But I mean, I'm gonna go buy myself a B360 motherboard and a 9900K and we'll make it happen. So I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you very much for watching.